We have talked about the Triassic and Jurassic periods. They were both part of the Mesozoic era. Now, we will talk about the last part of the Mesozoic era, the Cretaceous period. First of all, when was this period? Well, it was between 145 and 65 million years ago. As I said before, it was part of the Mesozoic era, and therefore it is also known as the Age of Reptiles. And let's look at some of the dinosaurs that lived during this time. We have Iguanodon, Tyrannosaurus rex, Titanosaur, and Ankylosaurus. Yay, so now we know when T-Rex lived. Tyrannosaurus rexes existed and lived during the Cretaceous period, which was the last part of the Mesozoic era. T-Rex was not the biggest meat-eating dinosaur, therefore it was not the biggest carnivore. However, I guess to some extent it is the most famous kind of dinosaur due to many reasons. One of the reasons would definitely be some movies like Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and so on. What other animals lived during the Cretaceous period? During the Cretaceous period, small mammals and insects continued to live alongside the dinosaurs. For example, millipedes, and then these other two small mammals that look a little bit like rats or moles. Perhaps actually rats and moles evolved from them. Two interesting or fun facts. Number one, many people think that the first birds evolved from flying dinosaurs, such as the pterodactyl, but they actually evolved from microraptors, which were very small, feathered dinosaurs. Another fun fact is that flowering plants first appeared during this time. Whoa, that means that maybe flowers are older than humans. Pretty cool, huh? Maybe that's one of the reasons why people seem to like flowers so much. Because they are old and beautiful. I don't know. Finally, we have the Cenozoic era. This was from 65 million years ago until today. And it is not the age of reptiles. It is the age of mammals. Large mammals are the dominant creatures living on the land. Let's see. What mammals do we have here? Or what animals do we have here? Elephants, birds, woolly mammoths, cats, dogs, rhinoceroses, saber-toothed cats, and dun 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 dun, humans. Finally, we appeared, huh? So another very interesting fact is that during the Cenozoic era, without giant herbivores to eat them all, plant life thrived during this period of time. Thrive means to do really well. So maybe before there were not so many plants, or there were, but a lot of them were eaten by the large herbivores. However, during this period, plants became much more numerous, and the variety perhaps also increased. And now it's time for a short quiz. We encountered a few words there that you may or may not know, so let's look at them. Mammals. What is a mammal? Please look at the following options and choose one. Option 1, a type of cold-blooded animal. Option 2, a type of warm-blooded animal with a backbone. Option 3, a type of fruit. Option 4, a type of vegetable. Okay, time's up. Mammals are a type of warm-blooded animal with a backbone. A backbone means like your spine, the bone that runs from the base of your head down, down, down to maybe more or less where your legs attach to your body. That is your spine or your backbone. And an interesting question, though I'm not going to give you the answer, is do you know what it means if you say that someone doesn't have a backbone or they don't have a spine? What does that mean? It's actually saying something about their personality or character. If you want to know, please check online, or when you see me, you can ask me, or you can ask another teacher. That's also fine. Okay, moving along to another question. Dominant. We said that during the Cenozoic era, mammals or large mammals were the dominant creatures on Earth. What does dominant mean? Please look at the following options and choose only one. Option 1. More important, powerful, or successful than others. Option 2. To be awake and active at night. Option 3. To be awake and active during the day. Option 4. Less important, powerful, or successful than others. You may pause the video and continue when you think you have the answer. Time's up. Dominant. The answer is option 1. Something or someone that is dominant is more important, powerful, or successful than others. Therefore, when we said that mammals were the dominant creatures on Earth, what this means is that there were more mammals than other kinds of creatures, or mammals were more powerful or more important in terms of the ecosystems and so on. One last question, but for this one you don't get any options. What happened to plant life during the Cenozoic era? Time's up. During the Cenozoic era, without large herbivores to eat them, plant life thrived. And again, what does thrive mean? Thrive means to grow, 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 and you have many of those things around. At least that is the meaning in this case. You know, sometimes words have more than one meaning depending on when and where you use them. So that is depending on the context. Dinosaurs were actually one of my favorite things when I was a kid. So I really enjoyed making this video. Now what I want to do is I want to give you a little treat, and we will end with what I hope is a slightly interesting video for you. Okay, so here we see a few dinosaurs and so on. And we will quickly review what we have covered. So the Mesozoic era. It lasted for 180 million years. What dinosaurs lived during this time? The Mesozoic era was divided into 3 parts: Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. 251 million years ago was the Triassic period. During that time, Earth was one large continent. There was only one large continent on Earth. Different dinosaurs lived at this time. Here are some examples. "52 million years into this era, the land mass on Earth started to undergo some changes. Continents started to break apart and drift apart, and this was the beginning of the Jurassic period. Oh, Stegosaurus. What can you remember about him? Well, the brain-to-body ratio size. Oh no, here we have an Allosaurus trying to... a pack of them trying to attack a Stegosaurus. Dinosaurs hunted and ate each other all the time. The carnivores, such as Allosaurus, will eat some of the herbivores, such as Stegosaurus. Luckily, Stegosaurus had some natural defenses on their backs and their tails. Moving forward now to the Cretaceous period. which was 146 million years ago. During this time, we had the Tyrannosaurus rex and Triceratops. Oh, one of them is a herbivore, one of them is a carnivore. Do you know which one is which? And also during this time, scientists believe that perhaps an asteroid or multiple asteroids hit Earth, and this led to the extinction of dinosaurs. Today, we only have their fossils, bones, and other things that have been preserved from the age of dinosaurs. Have you ever seen dinosaur fossils in the museum or up close in real life? I think it's really amazing to see these things and see how big they are, and imagine what Earth was like when dinosaurs ruled the Earth. Okay, well, good job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to the video today. I hope you learned something. I hope it was useful. And take care. See you next time. Goodbye.